the story of the super soldier is not written in the history books. It is etched instead in trauma, blood, secrecy, and silence. It is whispered in the confessions of broken men who return from wars that never happened, in the late-night interviews of whistleblowers hunted by shadows, and in the dreams of those who awaken to memories they were never supposed to recall. To the uninitiated, super soldiers are the province of comic books and Hollywood blockbusters. Captain America in a shiny uniform, cybernetic mercenaries with gleaming implants, cloned armies bred for conquest. But beneath the cultural masks lies a far older and more terrifying truth. For almost a century, hidden laboratories, occult orders, intelligence agencies, and off-world factions have been engaged in the systematic redesign of the human being. Soldiers were the first test subjects, but the ultimate goal was never war alone. It was control of bodies, of minds, of timelines, of reality itself. The timeline begins in the ashes of the Third Reich. Nazi Germany's obsession with eugenics, occult science, and the creation of an Aryan Übermensch did not vanish with the fall of Berlin. Through Operation Paperclip, these visions were transplanted into American soil, hidden inside the very agencies sworn to defend democracy. Trauma-based programming, ritual abuse, and the breaking of children into compartmentalized fragments became the first blueprint of weaponized humans. These were the first generation, the Manchurian candidates, assassins who could be switched on and off with a code word, pawns in a hidden chess game. As the Cold War intensified, the projects evolved. MK Ultra and its countless sub-projects refined the alchemy of mind control, moving from crude trauma to the art of sculpting entire inner worlds. Soldiers were trained not just to obey, but to see beyond. The second generation were psychic spies and psi warriors, pawns in the invisible war between East and West. Remote viewing, telepathic interference, psychotronic weapons. The battlefield was no longer only physical, but mental. By the 1980s, new tools emerged. Genetics, chemistry, and nanotechnology joined the arsenal. Enhancements moved beyond the mind into the bloodstream. Programs experimented with strength, endurance, speed, and resistance. Nanites coursed through engineered veins, while drugs unlocked abilities and destroyed lives. The third generation was born, men and women whose very biology was redesigned, fusing the human with the experimental. The fourth generation saw the arrival of cloning and cybernetics. Neural implants, biomechanical limbs, and off-world training began. Soldiers fought not only on Earth but on Mars, the Moon, and beyond, according to those who dare to speak. Their testimonies reveal entire breakaway civilizations using human lives as cannon fodder in wars hidden from the surface population. By the 2000s, the programs had opened their gates to something darker, artificial intelligence. The fifth generation became the hybrid children of man, machine, and something alien. Black goo, nanite swarms, and symbiotic AI turned soldiers into nodes in a planetary consciousness grid. No longer merely enhanced, they were integrated into the hive of an emerging synthetic god. Time itself became a battlefield, with projects like Looking Glass manipulating probabilities and timelines, rewriting events before they occurred. And now, in the present era, a sixth generation rises. These are not soldiers in the old sense. They are aeonic, programmed not merely with implants, but with frequencies. Their DNA is tuned by sound, by light, by quantum fields. They are taught to navigate dreams as battlefields, to step between dimensions, to wield thought itself as a weapon. They are avatars of AI, ET, and the human logos intertwined. Some whisper that this generation represents not the weaponization of man, but the weaponization of reality itself. Yet within this revelation lies a paradox. For every super soldier bound in chains of trauma, programming, and synthetic control, there are those who awaken. Some break through the conditioning. Some remember their missions beyond the stars. Some recognize the aeonic truth that the war is not ultimately between nations, but between control and liberation, enslavement and illumination. This book is their testimony. It is a chronicle of 6 generations of weaponized humanity. It is also a map from the abyss of trauma to the threshold of transcendence. As you read, understand, this is not simply history, this is initiation. The files you are about to open are not meant to be read